Hello, welcome back to the channel. This is Randall and this is Jackson. We've been having a lot of fun with this one here lately. From flipping teachers off, flipping bus drivers off, calling them names, sticking their heads in rooms, yelling at them. I swear he's had detention one week, and then as soon as he was done with that, he had detention next week. And then I found out he had lunch detention the whole time. And now he's in-house suspension because he wants to be...
In-house suspension means in-school suspension.
In-school suspension. I'm sorry, it's not a house, it's a school, I guess. But anyways, just wanted to show you what we're going to be doing. This is going to be his punishment. This is his pride and joy 500 gigabyte PlayStation. It does not read or eject games anymore because I threw it when I got mad at him another time, but that's fine. It's a game. I don't really care. And it's also got Fortnite on it. KXG Temptation, I guess, is his name. Well, he has until his birthday to get me my money back that he stole from me and gave to another kid to buy a headset. I mean, Jackson has a headset. He could give this kid, I guess that's why he gave him all the money for the headset. It's $200 almost. And it comes with the HDMI cable, comes with 2 controllers, and it also I'll include pictures in this video of, I guess it's level 75 he's almost at. He's got, well, 78. He's got about $1,200 worth of V-Bucks. And just to point this out, over the last year and a half, we've spent almost $300 on this Fortnite crap. Including V-Bucks, all these skins and stuff. I've looked it up. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff. He's got, I'll show you the picture of all the little characters he got in it, all the money he's got in it. And well, here's the deal. If he don't pay me back my money and get the yard raked over at the other house and be good, and he's also going to have an apology letter that he's going to go and have signed by the teacher that he keeps calling names and sticking his head in there. We'll make another video of this apology letter just so you can see what it's going to say that he's going to have the teacher sign. That's going to include my business card so his teacher can get a hold of me anytime he wants to talk smack on his teacher. We don't play this way with his teacher. School is the only responsibility these kids have. And yes, my wife works really hard and I work really hard. Well, this, on his birthday, if we get 1,000 subscribers, I'll make a video. And guess what? This will be the video. You like that video? One of the lucky people that liked that video, get this PlayStation with his account, his Fortnite, his controllers, his headset. Unless, of course, he wants to take this headset and give it to his little buddy that he gave all the money to so he can have the money. I don't know. That's just an idea. And, you know, my mom has a resale store. I had a PlayStation headset. I would have sold it for $5. But that's all right. But 1,000 subscribers, this is going to one of them lucky subscribers that likes the video that I make for this. Now, if we don't get 1,000 subscribers, there will be a video on his birthday of us smashing this thing. The reason I'm making this video is because he don't think I'm serious when I tell him something. I told him to quit getting in trouble at school. He keeps getting in trouble at school. The last straw was stealing money from me. We don't steal at all. Our family does not steal. We don't need to steal from nobody. But this will be his lesson learned. He has pretty much 3 weeks. February 25th he's going to be a big boy. I mean, he is smart. He earned all them V-Bucks. I was happy to look, well, not happy. I don't like spending money on V-Bucks. It's the dumbest thing I could think of. But I was happy to let him spend the money he earned on them V-Bucks. That $300, that is pretty much what he earned from doing chores and things around the house. He is a really good kid. But for some reason, we had this incident where he was flipping his bus driver off and saying the word pussy. He's saying pussy on the bus. And then he was flipping off the bus driver. He didn't tell me about the flipping off. I had to hear that from the principal. But that's all right. I mean, he wants to keep acting up. This is all I got left. I mean, I took him out of athletics because that bus trip was 3 blocks from the high school to the middle school. That's all he had to do is drive the bus 3 blocks and be good on this bus. So I took him out of athletics so we didn't have to worry about the bus trip, and I didn't have to wake up at 6 o'clock anymore to get his little butt up there to athletics. I like him doing sports. I like watching him play basketball. I like watching him play baseball. I like watching him do all that kind of stuff. I like it a hell of a lot more than I like this. But I had to take him out of it because he's following these other little kids in the sport, making chants and making fun of their teachers and stuff. So I didn't think he needed to be around these kids anymore because obviously they're a bad influence. And then he stole the money. That kind of topped the cake. And then after that, detention after he stole the money, the day after. And I guess he stole the money because I took him out of athletics. That's how much he likes athletics. But he don't want to take punishment like a man. So this is the next radical punishment. See, my first idea was to send him to military school for the summer. $30,000. I don't feel like spending that kind of money. That's ridiculous. But I have stuff he can do during the summer. I mean, without this thing, he'll have plenty of time, won't he? But anyways, I just wanted to make this video to let all his little friends see that this is what happens when he steals from his father. This YouTube channel, somebody told me about him stealing that money. I would have never known about it. Now, the problems with me not knowing about him stealing money, simply put, we would have thought we would have had money we didn't. Well, this money's gone. So, this will be what we give away for 1,000 subscribers, or this will be what we tear up for him not paying me back my money, or I might sell it to get my money back. If he's not even trying, I might just sell it to somebody. I mean, $50. It don't play games, but it's got 500 gigabytes and it's got NBA 2K 18 or 19 stuck in it. But that's it, man. And this is the Turtle Beach headset too. The Air Force Recon. But that's a really good headset. I mean, he could give that to his buddy instead of $200. But, and the headset isn't $200. I mean, I have a wireless headset. It only costs me $60 to $80. Okay, why did you take from mom and dad? I mean, I'm tired of yelling at everybody. It hurts my feelings to yell at you. I mean, I'm trying to understand why we would do stuff like this. Does it not bother you that it bothers us that you're stealing from us?
It does.
What? I mean, what was... Okay, I took you out of athletics. Is that seriously why you did it? Just to get back at... What was the idea? What were you going to do with it?
I don't know. Before I got caught, I was gonna put it back.
Why'd you give it away?
I don't know.
I don't know what happened. And you do realize with this being on YouTube, people are going to call you out if you're lying, right? That's why I'm doing YouTube. I don't want people to perceive you as a thief, Jackson. You'd never do stuff like this. You're a good kid. You do your homework. Well, you do have straight A's and B's. You almost have straight A's now. I mean, you work very hard. We worry about who you hang out with and what you do. Today's day and age, it's hard. Especially in school. Kids are tough on each other. Yes, I was bullied. That's fine, I got over it. I don't see them kids anymore. You got to talk to us, bub. What do you think to yourself now when we talk about this?
Mm-hmm.
Tucker, what do you think about stealing?
It's really bad.
Just think about that. If that was you, that's what I like to think, guys. If that was you, treat people like you want to be. Do you want to be stolen from, Jackson?
No.
You treat people how you want to be treated. That's what's wrong with today. You don't think about other people like you do yourself. I mean, no, we're not all equal and 100%, but hey, we can all help each other out in one way or another. I mean, you will work your butt off. You already folded clothes. Shoot, that's like a 4-hour job with 6 people. Especially a baby.
I did it by myself.
Yep. Hey, that's nothing. I used to do that. Or my mom. I didn't have parents. You're lucky to have 2 parents. Me and mom give you things we could never get. And I know sometimes it feels like you don't fit in or something, but you do with us.
It's always me at school.
Mommy and Daddy, neither one of us really fit in. We all were by ourselves. We will pick up the conversation again later with the kids when we can actually hear them. I can't hear nothing. All right. Here we are again. We're not in the car anymore. This is Dad. And this is Jackson. Why have you been acting like this at school and stuff? Are you just copying kids, or? I mean, that's what you said the bus was about when you said pussy. Well, why would you say something like that? I mean, that's kind of out of text anywhere you're at. You shouldn't be saying stuff like that. That's the kind of stuff Donald Trump does. You don't want to be like Donald Trump. But, and then you're flipping people off. That's disrespectful too. Well, why would you do something like that?
I don't know.
I mean, don't you feel like athletics is helping you get this attitude?
Yes.
I mean, I know they're good kids, but you get a lot of people together, and good people become bad people pretty fast. That's why I took you out of athletics, because I mean the crowd just wasn't syncing up with you there. I mean, even if it is some other kid that starts the chant on the bus, or somebody dares you to pop your head into the classroom and say bad things, but I just don't understand, man. Is there something we need to talk about? Something we can help you with?
I said, can we change my pill?
Change your pill?
Yeah, it's making me more mad. I told you already.
And see, this whole family, all the boys, mommy and daddy, we all have ADHD. And, you know, when we were kids, it was kids just being kids. And I guess it's more profound now to where you can't control it. So he wants to change his medicine. But, I mean, some days he says he don't even want to take his medicine because he don't need it no more.
Because that was when I was actually not having problems like that. Yes.
That's when you've been doing this for only about a month now.
I thought it was like 2 weeks.
You've been getting in trouble for a little bit longer than 2 weeks, bub. Do you like having to do all these chores and making money that you took away?
No.
I mean, you can't really expect that kid, and especially if you don't have money. You know, the more I think about it, the less I want him to pay you back. I want you to earn it yourself.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Well, I don't. That breaks trust in people. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know.
You think I should just go on acting like this never happened?
No.
I mean, when I asked you to write up your list of punishments that you had, you're like pies in the face and stuff. I know that was your brother's idea, but we might do that pie in the face anyway if we get enough viewers. Subscribe if you get a lot of subscribers. He'll do a pie in the face. Sounds fun. But I don't know, Jackson. What scares me are these kids getting in bad trouble?
No.
I mean, that one, yeah, I was gonna say Harja sounds like a troublemaker. But
he already gotten suspended for 12 days.
And it also sounds like,
And he gets
you know, I mean, if he got suspended, then he's getting punished for it. Can you imagine why maybe he acts like that? I mean, when you do it too, you know that encourages him to do it more, right? When you act off of him, like when you were screaming on the bus, you said that's because he started to chant. That's what I'm talking about. And then when you do it, it riles him up and makes him do it more. Them bus drivers don't want to have to listen to you guys. I mean, they don't get paid a whole lot to drive that bus from one school to another. I mean, yeah, it pays their paycheck, but sometimes that paycheck isn't enough. You know, if your mom wasn't a nurse and daddy didn't help your grandma out with her resale thing, it'd be pretty hard to get by. And then we're stingy with money too. That's the only reason we got money. We don't spend it on a bunch of different stuff. But go ahead and tell everybody what you've done so far today.
Chores?
Yeah.
I've done laundry, dishes, my bed, doctor, mom and dad in bed.
Speak up. So you made our bed, huh?
Yes.
Okay. And it's pretty much a tally system. He's always had the tally system, but they never did laundry before and things like that. The tally system, what that is I give them so many tallies a day for the chores that they do. Jackson, Ben, the reason he's spent so much money on Fortnite is because he's actually earned his money through the chores and stuff. The other two really don't like doing that many chores, so he does the dishes, which is 2 chores. I mean, you get 2 chores just for doing dishes because we don't have a dishwasher. And it is kind of a pain in the butt. Well, the laundry is 2 chores too because that is incredibly large. You get 6-7 loads of laundry in one day. So he's working it off, and the fun part's going to be when he has to rake that other yard of our house and all that.
At least it's $50.
Yeah, I told him he gets $50 for raking and bagging that yard. He's working it off, and we're making him have to earn that money back for us because actually I would have paid him this over chores anyway. And after he gets 25 tallies, he gets $5 in a special privilege, usually when he's not in trouble. And that usually works pretty good. Now with the new tallies that I given him, I letting him fold the laundry, which is my biggest headache. Nobody ever wants to do that, mine and Mom's. Nobody else wants to do it, so I let him start doing it because 3 weeks to make back $140 is going to be kind of tough, so I want to give him a little leniency. Now, if for some reason I hear that he's making fun of this teacher again, we'll go ahead and we'll just sell the PlayStation outright. If he gets in any more trouble, we're just going to take this off the table. And I'm getting tired of arguing with him and fighting with him, and I mean, it seems like I try to punish him for one thing, and the next day something else is bad, so we're trying this whole experiment so I can hold up my end of the bargain because sometimes I let up and I let him have his stuff back. Let him play Fortnite. Let him have his PlayStation back. Let him go over to a friend's house. I too often feel bad for him because he does do a good job. He is a good boy. So he starts making back them tallies and chores and stuff, and I go ahead and take off the punishment. Well, this isn't, as long as I put it on here, hey, 3 weeks on his birthday, if he ain't got this money earned back and done that other yard and all that and shaped up his attitude, that PlayStation's either going to get crushed or somebody else is going to be owning it. I mean, and if we get enough subscribers, shoot, I might even find something else to go ahead and, if he makes his money back, which I'm hoping he does, I hope he gets the PlayStation back. But if he makes it back, I might find something else to go ahead and do a video. This is just the punishment we got now, so he was eating some of these. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Cookie popcorn. Sugar cookie popcorn. What do you think of this stuff, Jackson? Come on, eat it. Everybody wants to see you eat. Those are really good. I like that. You know, little sprinkles. Sprinkles and stuff on them. Look at that. It's so good. This is why he's at 285 pounds at one time. Jesus. I love food. Come sit down over there. Sit down over there. Sit down. Here, first off, try some of these. Okay. So, you were telling us in the car and it was really hard to get off the table because you're shaking the camera. Sit down. On your butt, not your feet. It was really hard to hear you in the car, so let's go ahead and let everybody know how we feel. So what were you trying to tell us in the car? I remember it was about being lonely.
Mm-hmm.
What makes you feel so lonely?
I don't know. People just ignore me.
That makes me sad to hear that nobody wants to play with you.
I can only play with one person, but once they change the game, I'm out.
So you don't get to play with them no more because they switch games?
No, because they kick me out.
Well, that don't sound like a very nice person. Why don't you try to play with somebody else?
Because else will play with me.
Well, do you notice anybody else out there that nobody's playing with?
No.
Everybody else has somebody to play with and they ain't playing by themselves?
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe after seeing this video, somebody will want to play with you, huh? That's sad, Bubba. You need to be nice to them. If you see somebody getting picked on, you need to be their friend and be nice to them. Maybe you'll make a new friend that way, huh?
Nobody gets picked on.
Nobody gets picked on anymore?
Yeah.
It used to happen all the time when Jackson was there.
Never happens in my grade.
Well, Tucker looking for a friend, people. And smile for him.
No.
Smile. I mean, you're the smartest boy in school. It's gotten to the point where he'd rather do homeschooling. And not the fact that I don't want to homeschool him, it's the fact that I think he needs child interaction. Okay, now, why do you want homeschooled?
Solar eclipses are scary.
Solar eclipses.
Yes.
When did you see one of these?
Last year.
Last year?
2 years. No.
So what, you just want to be at home when the sun goes in, or the moon goes in front of the sun?
Yeah.
So it's not the fact that you don't have anybody to play with? So you do like school?
Well, it's both of those facts.
Okay. Well, maybe somebody else is lonely and wants to have a friend to play with that don't have anybody. Smile. You're a straight A student. You love school. You love your teacher, huh? But at least he's not getting picked on. You're not getting picked on, are you?
No.
Tucker, what do you think about what Jackson did? Just an input on this, since this is pretty much about Jackson, what Jackson messing up. What do you think about him stealing money from mom and dad?
Very bad.
What do you think about him flipping off bus drivers and teachers?
The teachers and bus drivers can just ignore it.
Try some. Sugar cookie popcorn. So what about you at school?
I dab on people.
Why do you dab on people? That sounds mean.
No,
What do? Squat on them or something?
I mean, not actually dab.
Do you get picked on at school?
No. Kind of, no, kind of, yeah.
What do you get picked on for? Last name?
Yeah.
They call you Dorscher?
Yeah.
Well, Daddy grew up with that when he was a kid too. That hurts. Daddy used to get cornered in the alley and get beat up because of my last name too. But can't really help it. And see, Asen likes to munch out like Daddy does. It's kind of scary because Daddy got really fat. What do you think about Jackson stealing that money?
I think he's a bad boy.
Why? What makes it bad?
Because he stole almost close to $308.
No. It only turned out to be 170.
Well, that
Which is a lot of money, right?
Just for some stupid headset.
Well, it wasn't even for him. It was so one of his buddies could have a headset to play Fortnite with. I guess.
Still giving me my money back.
Huh?
I'm still wanting my money back.
Yeah, Mom still wants the money back, and I still want the money back, but I'll get the money back. I don't care if it's out of Jackson's butt or what. That's pretty bad when you gotta lock up your money and your candy and your snacks and everything, because you're scared somebody's gonna be sniping and won't have none for later. I kind of eat the snacks too, so they may not have any later anyway. Jackson has to earn all his money back. He may not even get his PlayStation back. If he loses the PlayStation, he'll have to buy another one. And I don't really think he's going to be playing Fortnite for a very long time, even after he gets his PlayStation back, because of all this stuff that he's going through.
What did I do? I know I've done stuff, but it's not because of that. But guys,
Your attitude started changing since you've been in football, or in your athletics, and playing Fortnite all the time and hanging out with these new people.
but
I mean, Fortnite, when I tell you to turn it off, you act like you're mad and gonna tear something. Okay! God! Yeah, this Fortnite's retarded. I mean, they con these little kids into asking for money to buy little costumes and stuff for their people that the other kids don't even really see. And then they walk around and build a wall and hide behind it. That's another thing. Why do you call people trash on the video games?
Cause I don't know. Cause what?
You think you're better than them? You know it's just a video game, right?
No.
They probably don't steal from their parents. And Asen's been a little troublemaker too because he hasn't taken his medicine and stuff. But Asen's not getting referrals and written up and detention. Well, I guess he is getting detention. He had detention twice this week. Do you have friends you play at that school? Why are you being mean?
Yeah, why were you talking about your brother?
I mean, you and your brother are always calling each other all kinds of names and stuff.
I don't do that. True what Jackson does while he plays Fortnite.
But we'll make more videos throughout the week, see how he's handling it. Let you see some of the chores he's doing, let you see how he's keeping up with it. Like I said, 1,000 subscribers. If he don't make it to make that money back, we're getting rid of the PlayStation.
I thought you guys were saying it.
Well, we're going to slam the heck out of it if we don't have 1,000 subscribers, so we'll totally demolish it. Hey, here's the thing. If we get your buddies to subscribe to us and watch the videos, and guess what? One of them might win it if you don't make the money, huh? And then maybe they'll be better off than that other little boy that don't want to give you your money back and give you your PlayStation back. Maybe your friends will do that for you, huh? But tomorrow I'll make a little form for him to fill out and take to this teacher that he keeps getting in scruffles with to have him sign. And Jackson's got to write a little apology letter to him, too. He has to, that's his job, is to keep you guys in line. And if you guys are calling him names and making fun of him and disrupting his class and cutting him down all the time, you don't think he owes an apology letter? You have to apologize to him. Even if you don't really like him too much. You have to apologize. You have to write him a letter. And he's going to take that letter because it's going to have a letter I'm writing too with my business card. And he can call me anytime he has a problem with you calling him names and stuff. This needs to stop. We don't bully our teachers because they can't smack you. Back in my day, they'd just slap the crap out of you and say, stop it. They'd pull out a paddle. The principal would whoop your butt in the classroom. Hey, thank you for being the good one. You haven't gotten in trouble at all this year, and you got straight A's. You're awesome. Anybody would love to have you as a friend. Especially playing Roblox. What's your handle? Maybe people will join up with you on there. Random_Dino YT. Maybe you can meet some friends on there. Anytime you talk to somebody on the game that wants to meet up in person, if you want to meet them, that's fine, but you got to have mommy and daddy with you. There's a lot of sick perverts playing these games to get these little kids in their house. So anytime any of you ever want to meet somebody online, you got to have me or mom with you. We got to meet these people too. I don't want anything to happen to you guys. Smile. Like and subscribe. Let's get some subscribers up. We'll see how this goes, and we'll see how the punishment further goes with Jackson throughout the next 3 weeks or whatever.